Yeah, get it back. Yeah, he...
You're right, kids, it's Ross Clark, and we are talking today about admin commands, the punchable letters that give you some opportunities to change the game, switch it up, make new things, make new friends, do something weirdly wonderful. And I'm here today to reveal to you 14 and a half commands that I don't think many people use. Or maybe you do. We'll have to see. But in this game today, I want to see if I can at least point one out that you've not used before. So if there is one that you go, oh, I didn't know about that, then you've got to like it. You got to like the video. If there's two, you got to subscribe. And if there's three admin commands that you didn't know about, then you got to share the video. So, game on. Let's go.
Yeah, get it back. Yeah, he... What?
So, structures, spam, mess. That's everywhere and annoying as hell. Because, especially on unofficials, more often than not, you find those half-rated bases with just crap everywhere. And you got to get a shot of it. And, yeah. Before it would be go around with your red gun and take down every little individual piece that you can find, and more often than not you don't get everything because someone hiding away in the dirty cracks of the world. So there is something you can do that's a lot easier, and the code is now. Be careful with this because you can put in a range of radius numbers. I normally go with about 4,000 as it usually gets a decent enough radius, but you can do it a heck of a lot bigger. But yeah, as you can see, structure's gone, bosh. No messing about, everything around you, Falcon punched, as I put in the title. It's a pretty cool code. You can also put in destroy all dinos as well, but I imagine this will be more useful for you just to get shot of everything that's around and a pain in the bum bum.
Do you see these people? I got it all on record! These hoes are...
So the next one is something I actually did a video on some time ago, where there's particular spots on maps, especially on RAG, where you'll find that the lag is pretty intense. This is one in particular that's quite renowned for it, and there's a reason why. Beehives, pesky things that at every dino wipe will respawn. Here's an example. Oh look, I killed one, there's another one. Okay, that wasn't a great example, but I'm sure there's another one close by to help you understand how bad it can actually be. Because over time, beehives everywhere, yeah, they're just gonna kill the memory on your server. And here we go, here's one, layer upon layer of beehive upon beehive. And yeah, you don't want to be going around red gunning all of those, so there is a code to just simply remove all of the beehives. And here it is, folks. Simply destroy all beehive _C. That's all you got to do. Note that it will destroy every beehive on the map, including tamed ones. So maybe proceed with some caution, but it's a great tool, man. It really is.
Not loyal! What? Yeah.
Next up is joining a target tribe, which for the longest time we was doing it with the following code: force player to join target tribe, and then looking for your implant number, trying to remember the long code that's written in the tiniest font I've ever read in my life. And more often than not, you get it wrong. So there is a way around that to make your life a little bit easier. And instead of putting that long code in, all you gotta put in is the number 0. That's it. Force player to join target tribe, space 0 will put you in whatever tribe structure you're looking at.
These people.
Next up is teleporting around a map. Much easier than you'd think. Yeah, with the new GCM mode, you can fly about pretty damn quick, and here's me showing you how quick that actually is. But there is a code that can take you from one TP to the next, guys. And it's as simple as this. Cheat TP space red or blue or green, whatever obelisk you would prefer to go and check out. And that's all you got to do. Quick way to get into an ob. But wait, there's more. Because on Genesis in particular, you can't do that. There's no obs to TP around to. And yes, you can use the weird floating thing on your shoulder to TP from one biome to the next. But the slow animation it gives you is just a bit. So you can bypass that. And instead of TP red, blue and green, all you gotta do is TP ocean, TP lava, TP snow. Just type in that biome and you're off and out. Job done.
Yeah, I'm gonna record some mod abuse.
So next up is teleporting to a player. That for the longest time I was using a command that was teleport to player and then their implant number, which as per the admin command I showed earlier can become cumbersome because you put in an implant number. You've got a bit of an issue, yeah, because you got to make sure that they put the implant number in, that you wrote it down right, and more often than not you get it wrong. So all you got to do is put in their in-game name and simply write TP name space whatever they're called, whatever they decide it to be called. It's a much easier way to get to the people you need to.
Are targeting me and I don't know why. What? Do you see this?
Next up is floating platforms. Yes, I'm sure you're all aware of these floating tree platforms. They're all the rage. Everyone knows about them. But there is a new floating platform you can place. And this is it. You've now got a second offering of floating platform to build on. And that is your ocean platform. Written almost the same, apart from they decided to leave out the R in platform. So it's platform. Why, I don't know. And yeah, again, underscore metal. Instead of SM, it's BP. And there you go, you've got a floating ocean plat, so a much bigger space to build on. There is a few issues with this though, that it's very contained in what you can build out and away from and below. Tree platforms give you a lot more versatility than these do, but it's still a pretty cool new feature. So there you go, ocean platforms for you and for me.
I got it all on record! These hoes are not loyal! What?
Next up, quality. So I'm sure by now you're all aware of how to spawn in a particular item, that it's confined to 3 numbers after your code, and to spawn in a normal one would be 100. If you wanted to spawn in a BP, it would be a 1 at the end. And if you wanted to improve the quality, you'd put a 1 in the middle. But did you know that you can reduce the quality even further from that 1? And it's very simple. All you got to put in is 0. Whatever. In my case, 0.1 will bring it right down to the lowest quality, but just above basic prim. Pretty handy to know, right? I think so too.
Why?
So, imprinting dinos, nothing new. Everyone's probably done this by now, that you put set imprint quality and the number. Don't go above 1 though. No one should ever go above 1. And that's how you give a dino an imprint. However, there is a better way to do this, that you can actually go beyond that and ensure that imprint is assigned to your player, or the player that you want it to be imprinted to. So it's as above. So yeah, so it's set imprinted player in brackets their in-game name followed by their implant ID. So yes, so for this one you do need the implant ID, and hey presto, there you go, it's now imprinted to me. Now interestingly, in actually going through this and seeing and videoing this for your viewing pleasure, I found out that you can actually change that in-game name to whatever you want. As long as that implant ID is the right one, you'll still get that Brofist, and you can give it whatever in-game name you want. Don't know what advantage it would offer, but it's still a pretty cool feature that is worth knowing.
Hopefully he gets demoted, guys. How dare you? These hoes.
Okay, shortening those names. So with a lot of these GFI codes, a lot of them can be shortened. They don't have to be the long codes that you think they do. Some good examples to note here. So one shot for a long neck, just simply claw for tech claws, rifle for a tech rifle, Drake for a Drake saddle. And on the subject of saddles, actually, a lot of the saddles you don't actually have to write the word saddle in, as long as it hasn't got a costume tied to it. If you put in, there's a good example that if I put in Rex, that it will do the Rex skin, and Giga, it will do the Giga skin. But a lot of them, yeah, there you go, there's one without saddle in the name, bosh, there's a saddle. Another few others is LM for element, Stam for stamina, which is energy brews, and armor as well. You can put in just metal helm, metal shirt, metal pants instead of anything else to spawn in what you need. I'm sure there's plenty out there I haven't discovered yet, so go out there, have a play, see what works, guys.
Those are not loyal. What? Yeah, get it back.
Next up, getting a large quantity of stuff very quickly. In more cases than not, you're probably going to be wanting to get lots of bullets, and this is the quickest way to do it, guys. What you've got to do, put your tech box down, make sure you're in GCM mode, fill it with your bullets, and there you go. In the creative wheel we have fill creative mode as an option, and bosh, the box is full. However, not in my case, as stacks are doubled, which is worth noting that if you've got stacks higher than official, it will only fill to official, but it's still a pretty cool thing to note.
Yeah, you instrument of a garden.
Okay, so this is a pretty cool one that I like, and all you got to do is get a rider on a dino and set baby age, and look at that, there we go, you've shrunk the dino and you've shrunk the rider. And look, you got like a mini me. I call him mini me. Look at him, look how small he looks, man. It's a pretty fun feature, which could be cool for events or something, I don't know, but it's a funny thing to see, especially when you're looking at them from a normal size. And there we go. What's interesting as well, they still do all the animations of an adult, so like you'll see the Reaper jump, and look, it looks like it launches far. Look at that. Yeah.
What? Do you see these people? I've got it all on record!
right, give me it all. Because sometimes you've got to claim structures, and there's me, give to me, but there's a command that bypasses that, because the give to me command only gives you one structure at a time, and you can pop in something called give all structure. That will allow you to pick up any connected structure to the one you are looking at. As you can see here, makes life a heck of a lot easier claiming stuff. Go and enjoy that.
Yeah, get it back. Yeah, he. What?
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one, which has limited use, but it's something that I recently used for an event, which is pretty cool. And all it requires is the following command: level up AoE, health, and then the range, and then how many points you want to give to your surrounding players. What's interesting about this, and I don't know whether it's just tied to console or not, is that like you can write health, stam, whatever stat, and it will do you, but everyone surrounding you who you give the XP to, the level 2, it won't level up that particular stat. It will just give them 1 point to use in whatever stat they want. And yeah, you can change the radius to a large number to get everyone on the map, but if you're not doing that, make sure it's a low number. And it works just like the structure destroy command that I showed you earlier. That, yeah, 4,000 gives you a nice small range. Anything above and beyond that could be disastrous. And you can change that level as well to from 1 to 99, whatever level you want really. So there you go.
Do you see these people? I got it all on record. These hoes are.
Next up, Spectator. We all know about Spectator. Cool thing to do. Great for footage, great for videos, and it's great for admins because if you put in set show all players true, it reveals every single name on the map, which is really handy, especially when you need to just track someone down, whether it might be someone who's up to no good or you've just got to find them for something, I don't know. Sadly, the names are really tiny, so you're going to have to squint as hard as you can to see those names, but you can see them all there, tribe names and that. And it's just a cool, great thing to do, to track and find players.
Not loyal. What? Yeah.
And last, number 14.5. Why did I give this one a half? Well, sadly, I put this command in and it doesn't seem to work anymore, which really sucks, man, because I'll show you in this video now. It was working last time I used it around Christmas time, and it's just such a cool tool, man. Like, if you want to destroy a base and dinos in fashion, why not drop an OSD straight on their head? So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing, but sadly it seems to be fixed, so it's not even a half really, but I needed to show you guys. It's such a cool thing that's about. And there we go, that's all the commands I've got to show you. I really hope there's at least one here that you didn't know, and like I said, if you didn't, you gotta hit that like button. If there's more than one, you gotta hit that sub button, man. And hope it's been good, educational, fun, just all around good times. Let the good times roll. Well, thanks for watching, guys. My name's Ross Clark, and as always, peace out.